Okay, today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on my 4-speed transmission. I'm going to go ahead and take it apart here. So this is the output shaft. This is where like the motor would go to transfer the energy. This is the shifting middle shaft, and then this is the output shaft. Now, you can, for the output shaft, you can really do either end. It goes for both the output and the input shafts. Now, for the input shaft, I just use a really long Lego axle with just the 4 gears. For the middle shaft, I just used my 4 gears, and then my 4 gears, and then my shifting piece. Now you can really do anything you want for the shifter, because KF Plus Lego Mastery does the linear. I just kind of let it hang there when I shift it. Now this is, you just have this axle, you put your smallest gear on, the second biggest, the third, the shifting piece, then your third biggest, and then your that piece, and then the axle, and then your other gear, and then you got the output shaft. Now, if you don't have this piece, you're gonna have to make it longer, because this is the shortest base you can make with the 4-speed. It's really hard, but you have to have one of these pieces to make it work. Otherwise, you're gonna have to make it a bit bigger. So, this one, I just used the small black gear, this axle, then the extra long connecting piece, this axle, second biggest gear, and then this regular size connecting piece, this axle, this gear, just a bush, and then the bigger gear. And then you don't really need this. This is just like to show it rotates or whatever. Alright, and then you just get your pieces of whatever and put it all on. Now, for all my transmissions, I always just try to keep the highest gear 1-to-1, because if you do something like this, say you have this really small gear and this bigger gear, and if you have the vacuum engine turning this bigger gear to rotate the smaller gear, if you have a load connected to the smaller gear, it's going to make the vacuum engine run worse. That's why I just always have mine 1-to-1 for the highest gear. I mean, I can make a bigger transmission, but it'd have to be bigger gear ratios, and the engines can't really handle that, so I don't really do that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna run it for a sec, and then yeah. Kind of harder to shift when you don't really have anything like a case on the outside, I guess. This is first gear. I have it geared. The way I have it is geared really far down, so it spins it slower, which makes it easier for the vacuum engine to start and run. This is second gear. It's still geared pretty low. Third gear is still geared low. and then for fourth gear is 1 to 1. And yeah, that's it.